A 53-yard field goal, we'll call it. Yount the snap, McKnight the hold, the kick, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good! Joe Robles from 53 yards out, and a school record has been set tonight at Tesoro High School. So called a Here we are at Tustin High School. It's Tesoro and Foothill getting ready to set it off. And the powerful leg of Joe Robles sends it high and deep, and this one's not coming back as Robles kicks it out of the back of the end zone. And welcome to a kickoff of Joe Robles. Robles set to launch it into the night sky, and he does high and deep, and this one's got no chance of coming back as it bounces through the uprights. Robles set to kick it away. Esparza and Serich back to watch it sail over their heads yet again as Robles has got it dialed in tonight. That bounces out of the back of the end zone, the third straight touchback. Robles set to kick it away. Awaiting back, Jose Carcamo and Aaron Harris. But when Joe Robles kicks it, you don't get a chance to bring it back, as that one flies out of the back of the end zone. And it'll be an 80-yard field for Baldwin Park. When we come back, Titans 7, Braves nothing. Joe Robles set to boot it away for the Titans. Kick high and end over end into the night. And it's going to be a touchback yet again. No surprise there. When we come back, there's 7:01 to go in the first. Titans 14, Braves nothing. And it'll be 4th and 13, and we'll probably see Joe Robles. But Joe Robles set to try and tack on 3 more. The 47-yard field goal attempt. Set to snap it back to Shakwa. Robles goes through his paces. The snap good, the hold good, and the kick. He's got plenty of distance, and he split the uprights. 42-yard field goal from Joe Robles. And the Titans score again with 2:15 to go in the first. Titans 17, Braves nothing. Robles takes his approach, and he sends another one high and deep into the night. Jose Carcamo has it, goes over his head again. And another 80-yard field for Baldwin Park. 2:15 to go in the first. Titans 17, Baldwin Park nothing. Brings down Williams. There's a mismatch. Kick will go down as a 49-yard attempt. Harold Williams comes limping off after he just got flattened by Palumbo. The out snap is on. Shakwa's hold is on, and Robles' kick. And good from 49 yards out. Joe Robles does it again. Your score with 4:48 to go in the third. Robles set to kick it away the 6th time in the first half. And that one's high and deep, and it ain't going to come back. 5 on. Back, Robles set the school record, a 52-yard kick he split the uprights with. 44 should be no problem. Yount the snap, Shock with the hold. And Robles' kick is high and deep into the band behind the uprights. That one would have went from 60.
And we are back on campus here at Tesoro High School for tonight's game of the week between the 8-1 Tesoro Titans and the undefeated 9-0 Northwood Timberwolves. And hi again, everyone. I'm Kevin Turner, and we want to welcome you to our Academic Advantage pregame show. Well, as Coach Jim O'Connell told us, Tesoro Titans yesterday, embrace the opportunity. There is a league championship on the line tonight. The undefeated Northwood Timberwolves come into this one a perfect 9-0. On the other side, the Tesoro Titans at 8-1.
We've already seen, but here's an interesting situation for Jim O'Connell. It's 4th down and about 14.
That's a 52-yard field goal, Coach.
It's a rip, but I'll tell you what, I think that they're going to throw a vertical route. You can go to the boundary against this, but you now got Northwood thinking about boundary, and I think with the formation,
Joe, the record, they're going to go for
Joe
it.
Robles has kicked a 52-yard field goal this year.
I was going to say, this could be 53, Kevin.
It would have been
Possibly.
good.
It's going to be 52.
52 yards, so that'll...
Christian Yount, number 64, puts the ball back there about as well as anybody I've seen on any level.
Already going to UCLA on a scholarship just to snap the football, and deservedly so.
So Robles with a 52-yard attempt. The kick is high enough. It's long enough. It's on the way.
It's good.
It's good.
Wow. Woo! Can you believe it? That ball could have been made from 60.
What a kick.
Oh, my goodness. Hot dog, high and howdy, everybody.
You said it, Coach. They have a kicking game, boy. We were watching them.
Boom, baby.
10:07 to go in quarter number 1. A 52-yarder. And the Tesoro Titans are on top 3-0. 3-0 as you get a good look at the Tesoro marching band. And in big games like this, gentlemen, how important is special teams? Well, here's a great illustration. You come down, you kind of burp up the ball a little bit, you move back, and then your field goal kicker comes out and smashes one from 52 yards.
3 phases of any great football game, Kevin: offense, defense, and special teams. And you can see how important it is just from that last kick.
You know, my college football coach, John McKay, when he was with Tampa Bay and they were so bad, some reporter asked him after the game, he said, "What did you think of the execution of your special teams?" He said, "I'm all for it."
Look at this kick.
Both teams.
All right, Vinny, here's another look at this young man right here. Well, his snap battery mate, Kristen Yount's going to UCLA. What about this kid? Look at this. Great end zone shot here by our crew into the night sky. As you said, Vince, that one's good from 60 yards.
Well, I tell you, that was like a 3-iron hit right through the middle, Coach.
That might have been on the radar from John Wayne Airport.
Don't the Philadelphia Eagles need a place kicker?
They do now, yeah.
Zero in.
Well, the Bear defense was always effective against a pro set because you outnumber people at the point of attack, but when you start spreading everybody out, a little bit tougher. There's a 400-yard extra point.
The extra point is up and good and into the Chiquita Canyon and into the night sky. 10-0, the Titans taking. Tesoro capitalizing on a fumble recovery. 2 plays, 21 yards. Sean Calcagni, his 22nd touchdown of the year. Gentlemen, I'd pay admission just to come watch this kid kick the football.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, Joe Robles.
They're never going to return one.
Titanium wedge.
Do you think they will start allowing returns from the end zone with these kickers? I mean,
time down.
Sean Calcagni's 23rd touchdown of the night. He's already had 1 tonight, so that gives him 2 on the night. Comes into this one averaging 9.5 yards per carry. Those are just gaudy numbers, guys.
Even my grandmother could tell me, hey,
well, it's over 9.9
Bill, if you're a coach,
now. It's like
give him
12
the ball,
or 14.
Give him the ball every down, and I think you'd make some first downs.
Snap back, hold down by Shock with a kick is up and over the scoreboard. 17-3, 8:35 to go in quarter number 2. We'll take the Tesoro Titans in control with 8:35 to go in quarter number 2 in front of a capacity standing room only crowd here at Titan Stadium. High end over end kick. This one might not be returnable. I thought it was.
You know, I want to mention something too. Tomorrow night, the Saddleback College Gauchos, Mark McElroy's ball club goes up to El Camino, and Vinny, El Camino right now, the #1 ranked team in the nation in junior college football. They're 9.
You still have to kick it.
You still got to kick the extra point.
This is a big extra point here.
Sean Calcagni, 21 carries tonight against a very stout defensive front, 159 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And I would tell you, and he would tell you, he has earned every inch, because that Northwood defense will smack you in the mouth.
Infraction on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, repeat the down.
Tell you what, Sean Calcagni, new nickname C-Note. He's as good as money. The Benny.
All right, my guess is this extra point's going to go right between the T and the S up there on the scoreboard.
I think this one's going into the Trabuco Creek. Kick is up.
Right over the T and the S.
Over the scoreboard. You're right. 24-17. And the Tesoro Titans have taken the lead. 3:26 to go. Stay tuned. 24-17, the Titans go 7 plays and 55 yards. Sean Calcagney puts it in the paint from 1 yard out. 3 touchdowns on the night, 25 TDs on the year. Came into this game 1,364 yards.
This is important. If it gets to the end zone, you can go set your defense. See, that is such a weapon. You don't have to worry about somebody running one back on you. You just go put your defense out there on the 20-yard line.
Boy, if that guy is not playing on Saturdays next year, I don't know. Who
Give him a
should
couple
be
years and be
kicking?
playing on Sundays.
My goodness, what a weapon. Joe
3:26 left. Vince, you made a point a minute ago about they.
CIF quarterfinal playoff action is here. The Tesoro Titans are on the road. This time they head up to Troy High School to take on the Warriors. The winner advances to the semifinals and the loser goes home. Who's it going to be? 48 minutes stands between us and the answer to that question. And so far so good tonight for the Titans. They won the toss, elected to defer, and then the Warriors elect to take the ball. So the swift kicker Joe Robles is going to tee it up and boot it away, and I'm going to take a guess and say this one's not coming back. Robles, one of the best legs in any high school kicker in the nation. Currently leading the CIF in touchbacks right now. Robles takes his approach and runs away. It goes high and deep back into the end zone, and it's not coming back. It'll be an 80-yard field for the Warriors. Titans on defense coming up next. Off just enough. Titans get 3 that time. The problem is the Warriors have been getting 7 every time they've been getting the ball. And Robles makes sure there's no return here as he boots it through the back of the end zone. And Troy will have it with an 80-yard field. It would have been a lateral if he threw it backwards, but he didn't. He threw it right into his hands and it bounced down. And now Robles on to attempt a 40-yarder. Christian Yount, the snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is up, and it's good. So Joe Robles has only missed once tonight. That was from 47, but he tacks on that one from 40. And with 5:43 to go in the third, the Titans are within a touchdown, 35-27. Robles' kick is high and deep, and he drilled that one. It doesn't even land in the end zone. And no doubt about that touchback, and Troy will have it with an 80. His eyes and shot. He's got the leg for 52. Now we'll find out if he can punch one through. McKnight to hold, Yount to snap. Snap good, hold good. Kick is up, it's high enough. Is it long enough? It's long enough, but it's wide, and he just missed. Troy will have it with an 80. His eyes and Shakwa. Threw it a little bit high, and he couldn't come down with it, and he is fit to be tied. Joe Robles on now, 47-yard field goal. The snap good, the hold good, and the kick is up and no good. He missed it wide left, plenty of leg. That thing would have went from 50, but his accuracy was wide left, so the advantaged Warriors. Joe Robles set to kick it out for the first time here on the night. And these usually don't come back too often, but in case it does, Lavelle Napier's back deep for University, and he's going to have it right at the goal line. This one's coming out. He's to the 10, trying to dance around, find some room around the right side, and he turns the corner. He's the 15. Sparza and Sarich back for Foothill, and Robles ready to take target practice yet again. And there it goes, and this one might be returnable. And wow, they let him bring it out. His feet were in the end zone. He shouldn't have been allowed to bring it back out. And maybe now he wishes he hadn't, as he really paid the price.
From Titan Stadium on the campus of Tesoro High School, it's the CIF Southern Section Toyota Football Championships. Tonight, it's the 11-1 look. Let's go to the Baja Fresh virtual playbook, Coach.
Well, Kevin, we've never done this before in all the years we've had the virtual playbook. We usually put offense and defense up, and tonight on the Baja Fresh virtual playbook, we're going to put up a field goal. And the reason for that is a kind of a three-headed monster here at Tesoro. The snapper, Christian Yount, the holder, Todd Shakwa, and the kicker, Joe Robles. Now, this young man has a couple of them over 50 yards, and when we were watching tonight in warm-ups, he's hitting those things from 55 and 60 yards. And if you're going to win a CIF championship, somewhere along the line, those three guys are going to figure in this mix for sure.
Absolutely, and Todd Shakwa put on a show for us.
He can run the football as well as throw it, so they have to be very alert on defense.
Best back deep to receive along with Jamal James. Joe Robles, one of the outstanding kickers in Southern California, will tee it up, foot to leather, and we're underway. A high end over end kick. The semifinal is underway, and the kick goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. Sweet Division IX championship. Robles, high, end over end, and a deep kick into the end zone. It will go to the 20. Let's head downstairs to Garth Wyckoff.
Well, thanks a lot, Kay.
Enjoying this one. Their beloved Titans trailing by 2, but Sean Calcagney's 56-yard sprint to the end zone has got the Titans back into the ball game. One of the most lethal weapons this side of the Mississippi River. Joe Robles hammers it in out of the back of the end zone.
The best job in Orange County is to be on the kickoff team at Tesoro, because that's
Never get your uniform dirty.
That's your wind sprints for the night. You know, you sprint 60 yards and then you come back and.
Well, how far did he kick it? 60,
60
plus
yards. Yeah, it's almost 70 because it hit near the back of the end zone.
And I saw his specialist
70 yards.
coach before the game. He wanted to say hello to you, Bill. Brad Bond, now over at Beckman High School. Of course,
Great young
Brad,
man. Yep.
kicker out of Utah State, doing a lot of work with most of the kickers here in Orange County. Doing a fine job.
Best faked the draw.
Throws. Think about maybe a strategy of not kicking this one because you're kicking into a headwind, so to speak, and might want to think about a squib kick here.
Well, you know, the two things that would come to mind. Best is back there. Matter of fact, they have 3 guys deep. They've got Clark back there. I would put this ball on the ground.
He's gonna.
You doubting the strength of that leg?
No, I just
Riverboat gambler.
Actually, I thought Hurricane Katrina might hit there and slow that down a little bit. So much for my strategy.
He's kicking the ball out of the canyon here.
They never did say you were a good special teams coach.
You know, I used to give that to somebody else. That's, what a weapon
Hey,
that
Joe
young
would have
man
looked
is.
at you like, what are you talking about?
I was
Coach?
talking
Are
to
you
his
crazy?
dad. Mr.
Oh.
Robles probably would have said, you want to rethink that a little bit?
If you look at the top.
All right, now Robles, it's the law firm of Yount, Shakwa, and Robles.
Wow,
Well,
that
he
ball
just
got
fires
back
at
there,
that.
isn't it? Look at that.
That's
My
automatic.
That's perfect.
24-14 of the Titans. Welcome back to Titans Stadium. 7:27 to go in quarter number 3. 24-14. Robles, 31-yard field goal, and Yount with the perfect snap. Shakwa with the hold. I tell you what, that's not an easy task for Shakwa to field.
That's right.
That snap coming back at about 90 miles an hour. Robles, academic, back of the end zone.
You know, as we talk about Todd Shakwa, remember that he patiently waited behind Nick Nelson to get his shot, and I really admire that. I mean, there's always that thought about. Now, I parked my car on the other side of that fence out there, so I got to tell Joe not to hit it.
You did. It's been towed because I don't see it. The extra point is up and good. Titans back up on top by 10 with 1:05 to go in the third. Cheer and song group. Sellout crowd here at Titan Stadium. Weather's starting to settle a little bit here. Joe Robles put them all in the end zone tonight. Just Gwen Stefani into the end zone. No doubt. Actually, she's on a solo
That was
tour
pretty
right
good.
now.
That was pretty good.
That's Stefani.
I remember we're laughing about that at Thanksgiving.
From Orange Coast College, it's the CIF Southern Section Football Division IX Championship game. The 12-1 Tesoro Titans and the 12-1 Northwood Timberwolves. And hello again, everyone. I'm Kevin Turner, and we want to welcome you to our Cox 3 Sports. My broadcast partners, of course, the quarterback Vince Ferragamo and the coach Bill Kennedy. Gentlemen, another great night of high school football. 2 league. And we are underway, and Joe Robles here in the CIF Southern Section Toyota Championships kicks it out of the back of the end zone. Let's go downstairs to Garth Wyckoff.
Well, thanks a lot.
Really hurt Northwood in the first game they played this season for the league championship game. In fact, I think it was the first series where they fumbled the ball, and Tesoro capitalized with a Calcagni touchdown, and there's no mistake about this. Joe Robles can kick it from the parking lot. The extra point is up and good. 7-3. Tesoro on top of the Northwood Timberwolves here in the championship game. Recovery for touchdown. Jordan Woolbright takes it in the end zone for the Tesoro Titans. Robles hits this one out of the back of the end zone.
Well, you know, Kevin, we just were looking at the sideline there between the intermission there, and Rick Curtis was arguing with the referee. The penalty was enforced for the point after touchdown, but if that was in continuation of the play, that play should have been brought back.
You guys seen quick points. Remember last week, Northwood was way down to La Habra, and they came back, so don't think this can necessarily get out of hand.
Too great staff, and
you know, Kevin, we just had an update from Los Angeles. USC just scored again.
Oh, boy,
well,
I never want to go that game again.
Reggie Bush is going to score tomorrow at about 5 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That's it.
Back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners. Another Joe Robles kick out of the back of the end zone.
Reggie Bush to stop
they have
the
one
clock
timeout left
with 19 seconds. Because remember, you have a weapon sitting over there on the bench. Joe Robles can kick the ball from about 20 yards further back than they currently are. And if you notice, that's why they moved that scoreboard to the left. They didn't put it right behind the goalpost.
That was smart.
That way you don't get any of those light bulbs knocked out. Speaking of which, I put up my Christmas tree lights today.
Hey, what? They almost scored with it. They did excellent job clock management.
Okay, you see that pine tree back there? I say Joe kicks it over the pine tree to the flagpole.
He's going to hit the flagpole, I bet.
Well, the ball might end up on top of the locker room.
Christian Yount, the snapper. Todd Schock with a holder.
Kick is good. So as time expires here in the second quarter, we'll head to the locker rooms. A 24-3 lead by the Tesoro Titans. Joe Robles, Mr. Automatic, hammers it through the uprights, 24-3, and the Titans with a very comfortable lead here going into
really assert themselves. Now, we're going to see maybe a little history here.
What is this, a 50-yarder?
Because I was reading, this is a 50-yarder.
He's hit a 52. He hit a 52 against Northwood in week number 10, his season longest. Snap back, hold down, the kick is up. It's got the distance. It is right down the middle.
That is good from 60. That is good from 60. My goodness.
In the championship game.
Holy cow.
My goodness.
27-6.
A time to do it.
Joe Robles hammers a 50-yard field goal. We'll take a timeout.